Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and someone just closed a $140 million ETH long position while the price of Bitcoin is currently running into resistance. More on that in just a moment, so definitely stick around. First of all, just giving you a really quick update on the daily Bitcoin chart, and obviously the larger trend at play here is still bearish, while the price in the more shorter term relative to the daily time frame is basically chopping around sideways, which can still be profitable if you know what you're doing during a choppy sideways price range. And if you want to know how to make profits during a price range like this, then stick around to the end of this video. And moving forward, potentially over the next 1 to 2 days at least, the most likely scenario is still some choppy sideways price action on this daily time frame. And as for immediate support and resistance levels here on the daily time frame, we still have support at this local low sitting at roughly around 15,500, and resistance right here sitting at around 17,500 based on this previous June low. But now if you zoom into the shorter term, taking a look at the 2-hour Bitcoin chart, we can see this small range of resistance sitting at roughly around 16.9k up to 17k approximately. And as of right now, like I also said in my last video, that is the short-term level of resistance that I'm currently paying attention to. And now if the price of Bitcoin continues with this rejection that we're currently seeing at the time of recording this video, then the next short-term support level to the downside is sitting at this previous low right here, which is at around 16.2k. And anything below that level, if we see the price of Bitcoin dip back below that level right there, then the next short-term support range to the downside is sitting in between around 15.7k up to around 15.8k approximately based on these lows. And now it's possible that the price of Bitcoin here on the 2-hour chart could be forming a rising wedge pattern, which is technically a bearish pattern. But for this to actually confirm, we would need to see a confirmed break below this line of support, which is sitting at roughly around 16.6k approximately. And if that happens, if we see a confirmed break below this ascending line of support, then the full technical price target for a rising wedge pattern is at the bottom of the wedge, which is sitting at roughly around 15.8k. But with that being said, if we see a confirmed break back above 17,000 and ideally flip it into new support again, then in that case, the next short-term level of resistance that I'll be watching is sitting at around 17.8k. And now keep in mind, on the weekly Bitcoin chart, we still have this 50% retracement level acting as support, which is sitting at around 16.3k, so just above this level of support right here at this previous local low. And also, if you go back to the weekly Bitcoin chart, taking a look at the weekly Bitcoin RSI, as of right now, this is potentially forming a massive bullish divergence because obviously the price is sitting in lower lows while the RSI is sitting in higher lows. But technically speaking, we still need to see this weekly candle close in the green in order to actually confirm this bullish divergence. And just keep in mind, the last massive divergence that we saw between the price action and the RSI on the weekly Bitcoin chart was a bearish divergence, which happened right back here, and it basically signaled a massive trend reversal from a bull market into a bear market. And historically speaking, a bullish divergence on the weekly time frame for Bitcoin is an extremely rare signal, but once again, we still need to see this confirmation, which we haven't seen just yet. But anyway, getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the daily ETH to US dollar chart, and right now the price of ETH is still finding some support along this golden pocket, which is coming into play in between around 1180 and around 1210. And once again, one of the most likely scenarios moving forward, potentially over the next couple days at least, is most likely going to be continued choppy sideways price action, just like what I said earlier in this video for Bitcoin, and also like what I've been saying over the last half a week or so. But obviously, while we're seeing some choppy sideways price action playing out at the moment in the price of ETH in the somewhat shorter term relative to the daily time frame, obviously keep in mind that this is still happening within a larger downtrend. And so if the price of ETH eventually breaks below this golden pocket, then the next level of support to the downside that I'll be watching is this 78.2% Fibonacci level, which is sitting at roughly around 1550 to 1560. And as for resistance here on the daily ETH to US dollar chart, we still haven't seen a daily candle close back above 1250 over the last few days. So in the immediate short term on the daily time frame, 1250 is still acting as a bit of resistance, and anything above that, then I would expect some resistance at around 1360, around 1480, and around 1.6k. And now taking a quick look at the Ethereum long positions on the Bitfinex exchange, and this right here is on the 2-hour time frame, and in the span of just minutes, we saw over $140 million worth of ETH exit these long positions on the Bitfinex exchange over the last one day. And in case you want to know the exact amount of ETH that was in this one candle right here, that was around 117,437 ETH, which at the current price of ETH is well over $140 million US worth of Ethereum long positions that were just closed. And now, considering the fact that this did not happen during a massive crash in the market, so this is unlikely due to liquidations, and also due to the fact that this happened over the span of just a few minutes, it's very likely that this was a massive whale exiting their Ethereum long position. And if that's the case, then this whale is probably thinking that there's somewhat limited room to the upside, at least in the short term, for the price of ETH, and potentially some growing risk of downside price action for the price of ETH. Because in case you don't already know, a long position is basically a bet on the price going to the upside. So if a bunch of long positions close, or one massive long position closes, then this basically means whoever owned that long position no longer really thinks the price is going to go to the upside, or perhaps there's limited room to the upside. And considering it's mostly the big money that moves around markets, this is potentially something to think about moving forward, thinking that we could have a little bit more downside risk in the somewhat shorter term. And now, if you want to know how to maximize your profits in crypto, whether the price is going up, down, or simply chopping around sideways, then make sure to check out these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left of your screen shows you how to make money if the price is going either up or down, and the video in the bottom left of your screen shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is chopping around sideways like at the moment. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video.